how to do this bridal makeup, which is very glowy, luminous, sultry, and I decided to do something more particular, so I used mauve eyeshadow and purple. I hope you like it. I leave it to the tutorial. For the base, I'm gonna use Studio Face and Body by MAC in number N2, which is a very luminous and glowy foundation. It's perfect for brides because it's not very heavy. You can mix it with other foundation if you want more coverage, but it's made by 70% of water. That's why it's very hydrating and glowy. And also you can use it alone because it's buildable, so you can do more than one layer without having a caked makeup. So I start applying this foundation with a stippling brush. You can also use a beauty blender, but I always prefer a dual fiber brush. This is a stippling brush by Real Techniques. So you want to blend it on all over the face and neck. My model doesn't have any skin problem, just a little bit of rosacea, which we can cover with the yellow concealer underneath, or we can just build more coverage with the foundation on the cheeks, and that's what I'm gonna do. For concealing, I'm gonna use the Nabla 2.0 Under Eye Concealer, which is an Italian vegan biological brand, and this is a very orangey tone concealer. That's why I love it, because it gets rid of all the discoloration underneath the eyes, and also when you blend it, it becomes dry, so you don't need to powder it on the top, and you're gonna avoid all the awful dryness around this area, which is gonna make your wrinkles more evident. We are gonna come to the base later, and now we are going to do eyes. I'm gonna prime the eyes with my Soft Ochre paint pot from MAC, which I'm gonna apply all over the eyes and underneath as well. This is gonna get rid of all discoloration of the eyelids, and also it's gonna make your eyeshadow last all day long without any crease. It's time for brows. After combing them upwards, I'm gonna fill them in with an eyeshadow. When I'm doing bridal, I always like to use eyeshadows for the brows because it's a very natural and soft look. But obviously, if you got very good brows, as my friend has, it's easy to use an eyeshadow. Otherwise, you have to use a pencil or a gel liner. If you got very difficult brows, you have to reshape. The shade I'm using is Brune by MAC, which is a dark brown matte eyeshadow, and I'm using a 266 angled brush, always by MAC, to do the shape. So after filling the end, I'm just doing a line underneath and just blending the product that is on the brush upwards, just to fill in the gaps on the brows. After finishing filling the gaps, I'm gonna comb the brows back upwards, and this is gonna blend the product furthermore. We can now start using the eyeshadow. From my Nabla palette, I'm using this shadow, which is a really nice mauvey color. It's a matte eyeshadow called Circle, and I'm gonna take it on a flat eyeshadow base brush, and I'm gonna apply it facing downwards, because this is really gonna help us reach the crease. So I apply this shadow like that, and then I blend the product upwards with the point of the brush. And with a clean blending brush, this is 217 from MAC, we are gonna soften everything. From my MAC palette, I'm gonna take this purple shadow, which is the lightest of the two purple, which is called Fig 1. It's a really nice matte purple, as I said, and always with the same brush. You only want to apply it in the end of the eye, so in the outside corner, just blending it towards the inner corner, blend it a little bit upwards with the same brush, and then as we did before with the blending brush, you're gonna soften the shadow. We now take the darker purple, which is called Indian Ink, which is another beautiful purple matte by MAC. So always on the same brush, you wanna just dip the point, and then starting from the outside corner of the eye, you wanna apply the product with the point, blend upwards, and then you wanna create a V shape. So you're gonna join the outside corner to the lashes. And again, with the blending brush, you're gonna blend the shadows together, so there is no difference. Always from Nabla, I'm gonna take this other eyeshadow, which is a beautiful duochrome, is a taupey eyeshadow with some purple reflects. It's called Interference. And I'm gonna take it on an eyeshadow brush. This is 139 by MAC. Just gonna press it on the mobile eyelid, so the part we didn't apply any eyeshadow on. To add some sparkles to the eyes, I'm gonna apply these beautiful pigments from MAC, which are called Kitschmas. It's a really nice lilac, shimmery, glowy pigment, and it's nice to create some light on the eyes. So I'm just gonna press it on the eyelids. You can use it wet or dry. In this case, I'm gonna use them dry. You also want to apply them into the inner corner of the eyes, a little bit underneath, just until the mid part of the eyes, and you want to soften the pigments with the other eyeshadow. Now you curl the lashes, and we're gonna apply a fleshy toned pencil in the waterline. This is always from Nabla. It's called Magic Pencil. This is really gonna brighten up the eyes, and it's gonna open them furthermore. Close to the lash line, I'm gonna apply this casual eyeliner from the brand Alverde in color 10, which is a biological brand my friend got me from Germany, but you can also find it online or in any bio shop. And I'm gonna apply it, as I said, close to the lash line. You don't want to be very precise because it's gonna be blended afterwards. And you also want to apply it underneath the eyes, stopping it to the middle. Now you applied the pencil, it's time for blending it, and I'm gonna take the shadow I used before, the dark purple, which is called Indian Ink from MAC, on a detailed brush, a small one, and you wanna blend the pencil on the top part and also to the bottom. You also want to flick the outside part a little bit upwards to meet the shadow you blended. Underneath the brows, I'm going to apply Vanilla eyeshadow from MAC. So I apply with an eyeshadow brush, and then with a clean one, I'm just going to blend it together with the other eyeshadows. It's time for mascara on top and bottom lashes as well. And we're gonna apply falsies. For this look I chose Boudoir from House of Lashes, which is one of my favorite lashes brand. You can also use individual lashes if you're doing a bride, but this look was amazing with these eyelashes. So you just wanna stick them on, and you've got the finished look on your eyes. Now we move back to the skin, so we're gonna set the foundation with the powder. I'm using Studio Fix powder from MAC in color C4, which is a good color for all yellow toned skin, just a neutral one. So I'm just gonna apply a very light layer because it's a foundation powder, so it's gonna set the light foundation we used underneath. We are going to do some contour. I just bought this amazing contour shade from Nabla, which was launched a week ago, which is called Cameo. So I'm just gonna contour the face very softly with this shade. We're gonna contour the cheeks, a little bit the temples, underneath the jawline, and also we're gonna contour the nose to make it look slimmer. And that's the best shade of the three, I think, because it's a cool tone brown, perfect for contouring. For blush, I'm gonna use this pinky blush from MAC, which is called Dusty Pink. It's a really beautiful and soft pink, perfect for brides. We apply to the middle part of the cheeks and blending it upwards. Never go furthermore down the middle part of the eyes, otherwise you're gonna hold your face while you wanna lift it up. So always from the middle part of your eyes, blending it upwards. As a highlighter, always from Nabla, which was launched a few days ago. This is the shade Angel, the one I loved from the highlighters. You can't really see in camera, it's a white color with some gold and pink reflets, but you're gonna see in action. So I'm gonna apply it in the middle part of the nose and on the bridge of the nose to make it look slimmer, and also on the top part of the cheeks. The only thing left to do are the lips, so I'm gonna use Soar Lip Pencil from MAC to contour the lips, and there's the lipstick Makeup Forever Matte 5, which is an amazing mauvey lipstick. So I'm gonna first do the shape of the lips with Soar Pencil. And now I'm applying the lipstick with the detailer brush from Real Techniques, which is really cute brush for all little details and also perfect for lips. That's the finished look.